Hi students, let's look at this question here, which was taken from the year 2020, paper 1, question 11, the actual A-level H2 math paper. This question is on application of differentiation, I believe. So let's see how we can do this proficiently. So in the sports science, studies are made to optimize performance in all aspects of sport, from fitness to technique. Okay, in a game, a player scores 3 points by carrying the ball over the scoring line, which was indicated as XY here. So this is your scoring line here. Then when the player has scored these 3 points, an extra point is scored if the ball is kicked between two fixed vertical poles. If the ball kicked between two fixed vertical poles at C and D. Okay, so in other words, these are the two poles here, C and D. So I'm going to draw the pole here. Alright, so this case here, this is C and D here as well. Okay, so these are the two poles. Okay, two poles. Now, after which we were told that the kick can be taken from anywhere from the line A to B. So I'm just trying to understand this question here, A to B here. So any point here could be, you can take a kick from here. So this is K, labeled as K, right? So it's actually, they were told that the scoring line, the player crossed the scoring line at AB is perpendicular to XY, which is here. Okay, so this is 90 degrees. Great. So the distance C and D is 4. So this is 4 meters. Here's 4 meters, right? And XC is equal. So this one here, this is P, M. So this both here are equal length. So this length here are equal. These two sides here. All right. The kick is taken from K, and K, AK is XCM. The angle CK. This is theta, so this is theta here. Okay, great. So now the next thing is, by expressing theta in the difference of two angles, or otherwise show that tangent theta is, we need to show, so the first part, need to show tangent theta is 4x over x squared plus 4a plus a squared. Okay, this is tangent formula here. Now the first thing I take note is the word how they phrase it, which is by taking the difference of two angles. So this difference of two angles here, and because they're using tangent, so very likely you need to be able to fish out what is the right angle triangle here, right? Because any trigo ratio you're doing here, you need the right angle triangle. So it's very typical that we actually need to look at this angle. So what are the right angle triangle involved here, which is here and here. These are the two right angle triangle here. So if you want to, then there's one telltale sign. The other telltale sign is the difference between the angle. So I'm going to let this as my A, and let this be my B. Okay, so that will be, let it be alpha and beta as well. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to just let AKD be A. Let angle AKD equals to A. Okay, maybe I don't use A because there's A, so I'm going to use alpha then. Alpha, then this is beta. Okay, great. So this is alpha. And angle AKC equals to beta. Okay, great. Now from here, I can express theta as a difference of two angles, alpha minus beta. Alright, that's pretty okay. Now, then what we're going to do is actually just find out what is the angle, the ratio of beta here, which is here. This case, we're just gonna examine this ratio here. So very simply, if you take this right angle triangle here, let me just put this out nicely. So this right angle triangle here. Okay. So from diagram. Okay, maybe I just put this over here. So hence this will imply this. So from diagram. Okay, we know that tangent beta is actually A, because this right angle triangle here, tangent is opposite over adjacent, which is A over X. Okay, then after which tangent alpha, we look at the triangle which involves alpha, which is this one here, right? This tangent alpha here. So alpha is this whole thing here. So we have 4 plus A, this is 4 plus A over X. So this will be 4 plus A over X, 4 plus A over X, right? Then what we're going to do is actually just use because we want to find tangent theta, right? So we're going to use the formula from MF26, the tangent a minus b, that formula there. So let me just bring MF26 out. So here, this is my MF26. Yeah, there you go. This is the one. I'm going to use this formula here because I have all the ratio of the trigo ratio, tangent ratio of a and b. So this case here will be hence tangent theta is equals to tangent alpha minus beta, and this will be tangent alpha minus tangent beta over 1. Put this as 1 plus tangent alpha tangent beta. Right? So that's how we do this here. Then what I'm going to do is just substitute all the ratio which I have. Right? So the tangent alpha is actually just 4 plus a over x and minus a over x here. This 1 plus 4 plus a over x times a over x. Okay, so this case here is 1. I think that's the beauty about having a show question, because then you know that you're right or you're wrong by just looking at this. So this case here, I'm gonna just make it a common ratio on top and bottom. So this is 4 plus a minus a over x. Then this over here will be x squared plus a plus 4 plus a over x squared. Okay, so this is just normal algebra which we already know how to manipulate, so I'm not going to just go through all the nitty-gritty here. 4a plus a squared, and what we get is actually just 4x. There you go. 4x squared over, so 4x over x squared plus 4a plus a squared. Shown. Alright, sure. There you go. Yeah, that's how you do this question here proficiently. Let's look at the next part.